It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here, and we're back for another J Nolan news episode. It's been a few days since I've done any of these, but we're back to the grind, all right? Now, y'all know I just talked about Keith Lee and black-owned businesses in Atlanta just a couple days ago. Today, we're going to talk about a black-owned business out in Houston, okay? Turkey Leg Hut. It's a very big tourist attraction for people that go out there. From what I've heard, the line can be wrapped around the block. They even have a food truck, so you could get your food from the actual location, or you could go up the road and hit the food truck. I've heard this from my best friend. He's gone out to Houston and he's ate there. He said the food is banging, the turkey leg is on point. However, we've also heard some strict guidelines from this company. We've heard some negative reviews, and now we're hearing some turmoil within the business and the relationship of the founders of the company. Okay, so not all is well in the land of turkey leg hutting. Okay, let's get into this story. Now, according to the neighborhood talk, they say, neighbors, it looks like Houston's turkey leg hut is serving up a side of beef between the owners, that is. If you can recall, Lynn and Nakia Price went viral after releasing a dress code for the restaurant that social users felt only targeted a certain community. Remember, they said, no bonnets, no do-rags, no house shoes, etc. They went viral for this about a year or two ago. But that list did not include a veil, and that's exactly what his wife has been hiding behind, so they say. In an Instagram post, Nakia accused Lynn of being abusive towards her, their family, and the Turkey Leg Hut staff. Okay? So this nigga is just going crazy on everybody, from the kids to the people that work from them to his beloved wife. From the time we wake up to the time we close our eyes each night, we are literally in a fight for our peace. In court documents, she outlined the alleged abuse and says he even abuses his power at the restaurant. My employees are terrified and frightened, she stated. She claims he steals from the register for personal use, writes himself checks for thousands of dollars, took her vehicle, I don't know what happened to his, threatened bodily harm to her assistant, and even more. She's requesting that a judge issue her a restraining order to prohibit him from coming near the restaurant. She says she's forced to Uber to work after he allegedly stole her car. So he just rolling out, riding out in your shit now. Like, it wasn't just a one-time thing. This motherfucker said, that's kind of like both of ours, but I'm riding in that bitch 24/7. Okay? She is worried that he could commit family violence and is done protecting his image. She says, after I win this war, I will finally have peace. I know God has me. This is some rough stuff right here, man. These are some really deep, troublesome allegations that she's putting on her husband here. And these are just what the neighborhood talk says. There's a longer post, okay, from Slim's World on IG. Matter of fact, let me share my screen so y'all can see what's going on here. So in her own words, she says, I've been quiet for so long and I can no longer hold my silence. This war that I've been fighting behind closed doors, all the while pretending to the world that everything is perfect, is too much to bear. I am living in hell on earth. The abuse, the manipulation, the lies, the deceit, the gaslighting, and narcissism have become unbearable. The world thinks he's a man who stands on business, but y'all are sadly mistaken. The man that me and my children know is cruel, abusive emotionally and mentally, and completely void of any emotion. She's basically calling this dude a sociopath. From the time we wake up to the time we close our eyes each night, we're literally in a fight for our peace and sanity. I can admit that I've played my part in hindering and hiding his behavior, but today I'm finally choosing me. I'll die behind this truth and I'll lose everything to finally have peace. I brought light to his life while he came into mine to destroy not only me, but all who love me. I'm finally closing this chapter, but I know the battle is about to commence and I'm ready. I know after I win this war, I'll finally have my peace. There are so many more chapters to my story, but this one is officially closed. I'm going to need all the support I can get, but I also know that God has me. With love. Now, I gotta say, this is a very interesting post, to say the least, okay? Because, number one, she's actually admitting her complacency and her complicitness in the entire situation. A lot of people don't do this, right? So she's saying that she's aided and abetted his abusive personality, right? His erratic behavior, his dismissal and misuse of their employees at the beloved Turkey Leg Hut, where so many people come to eat their food and get a meal. She said that he even steals out of the register for his own personal use. That is the business's money. I saw some idiots on Instagram talking about how is it stealing if it's his company. Well, That's because company profits are not necessarily for your personal use. You don't just put the shit in your pocket and go spend it at motherfucking Macy's. You don't go buy a chain with this shit. You got to report it to the government. You got to put it on payroll. You got employees to pay. You got other shit you got to worry about. You got taxes to allot for. Y'all niggas be trying to be funny, man. This nigga going in the register just, how much we made today? We made about, okay. So we did about 3,000 a day. Cool. I'm going to take about 1,200. I got a couple things I got to go do. I'm trying to get me an outfit. You know what I'm saying? Jeezy coming to the city next week. I got to make sure I'm looking good at the show. So, yeah, I'm going to need that. Let me come up off that. Yes, sir. Thank you. Right? Then they say he's mean to the employees. So anybody who happens to see him doing this shit, he bucking at him like, what the fuck you finna do? Huh? This Death Row Records around here. You know what I mean? Nigga, we done signed the 360 deal. Yes, sir. And your name is on the line. She's also saying that she's in for the fight of her life. I don't know exactly what that means. It sounds like she's about to begin the process of a divorce, right? And that's going to be pretty messy, especially when they got to determine who's going to get the assets. She says that she's willing to lose everything and start from scratch because God has so much for her. So maybe she may relinquish her rights to any of the home. She may relinquish her ownership of the vehicle that he's been riding around in any motherfucking way. She may be willing to relinquish her part ownership of the turkey leg hut. Maybe leave it in his name. Let him continue to run the business. Maybe she's going to go elsewhere, do something else. Or perhaps she's willing to fight tooth and nail to keep the business, right? To keep that and say you could keep everything else. I'm the one that's actually running the business. I'm the one that's actually got the good rapport with the customers. I've got the good rapport with the employee and staff. Maybe I should keep the company, but you keep everything else. Whatever she decides or they decide, she's obviously at her wit's end because she took it to social media. She took it to Instagram and let the entire world know what's been going on, right? She said that the nigga's abusive to her and the children. I don't know how old their children are, but of course, no child deserves to be treated less than favorably, right? Especially if they haven't done anything, especially if they haven't done anything that's punishable. You should not be mistreating them, yelling at them, or overdoing your discipline. So it sounds to me he's abusing his power in all formats, all right? I'm not sure if he's put out a statement defending himself as of yet. She says that he's devoid of emotion. So this is going to be a very interesting situation to keep track of, man. Miss Nakia, I do wish you all the best. I hope that you're able to escape this situation. I hope that you're able to get your kids to safety. I hope that you're also able to retain ownership of the business. I wonder if it was you or him that put that dress code in place, and if you happen to get the business moving forward, is that something you're going to stand behind, or will you change policies? For anyone out there that actually wants to go see these statements for yourself, you're going to have to go get her on Instagram. She has her page on private as of right now. Looks like with all the attention that this is gaining from the Neighborhood Talk and other outlets, she's trying to get some sort of semblance of privacy. But of course, I got to question that, because you shouldn't have went public with this if you wanted privacy, you know? Nonetheless, she may accept your request to follow, and then you get access to it. But again, I'm wishing all the best for her. I hope for clarity in her life so that she can make sound decisions moving forward, and that their family comes out on the right side of this. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates, and I will see y'all on the next one, all right? Much love and respect. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.